Karen, we often do forget, because Martina has been on the scene for a long time, and look at this swinging serve, giving Prakusya absolutely no chance. She's only 21. She's only a young lady, and all of the pressures that have been on her in her young life, we've seen them at times take a very public toll. And hopefully now, with a bit of that pressure off her shoulders, she can relax and enjoy her tennis a bit more.
Love 15.
Kournikova just holding this shot, waiting for Lee to make her move. Oh dear, it's a miss hit on the second serve. She's smiling, she can't believe it. You have to smile or cry.
That one blistered away from the racket at 80 kilometres an hour. Had it been a decent gust of wind, it might have blown back towards her.
I don't think she'd like to see that one in replay. Bounced before the net.
Excellent tennis from both combinations.
And not a lot of pace in the point, but that placement
15,
from Prakusya, just perfect. There it is, that one on the line. A terrific angle forehand.
She meant business on that one, just stepped into it. Sometimes it's finesse with Martina. That one was power.
She really mixes it up well. And that serve was only 105 kilometres an hour.
I saved one break point courtesy of a complete mishit off the frame.
Kournikova with more unforced errors than anyone else out on court. Formation again.
There are 4 players on court.
Hingis, Kournikova.
The other 2 were trying. It was like a game of Space Invaders. They were sort of edging across and then going back again, the 2 at the net. So the early break, and that is not going to do Lee and Prakusya any favours.
Exactly what happened in the opening 2 games of the first set.
Excellent angle on the return from Prakusya.
30-15.
She read that serve well. It's a good serve from Kournikova, but Prakusya picked it, used the pace.
40-15.
Not only has she got great hands at the net, she can whack them away and whack a winner as well. Kournikova and Hingis, 3 games to love and 1 set to love.
Go Harvey Norman for big savings during our half-yearly.
A beautiful picture here at Centre Court at the Sydney International Tennis Centre at Homebush Bay on what is quite a warm night. It's been a very warm day, getting up 37, 38 degrees at various stages. Let's see what it's like down at courtside. Shell, what's it like amongst the crowd there?
Peter, they're a very reserved crowd tonight, I must say, but the conditions here are absolutely perfect. The wind has dropped right down. It is getting a little warmer because of that, but I think the players would rather play in the heat than the swirling wind, that's for sure.
There she is, getting a seat at courtside. Crafty by name and crafty by nature. Shelley Craft down there enjoying the action with the big crowd here at Homebush Bay tonight. And they're seeing the scoreline they expected at the moment, but there's still some tennis to be played. Janet Lee serving. Love 3, second set. She has a good time playing those at the net.
Love 15.
Oh, that's a screamer.
30.
That is a screamer.
She just used the pace on that, blocked it more than hit it. Not much swing.
Love 40.
As we said, Lee, of the two, probably her serve wasn't holding up as well. When her first serve's gone into play, she's only won 40% of those points. Sure. Mark Sleet says, yep.
Game, Hingis, Kournikova. They lead by 4 games to love.
Oh, good work here from Hingis moving across. Wasn't quite an overhead. High drive volley. And I just can't get over how well Hingis is playing off a break. Just beautiful touch.
15 love.
Hingis is clever at the net, Karen, but they're a good combination in that she's also good around the service line, and if Kournikova gets anything at the net, well, you're just not going to get it back.
Hingis has also landed a very high percentage of first serves, 86% in, and a high percentage of points won. Both her good follow-up and Kournikova at the net. Too
Played
good.
a couple of those. Whippy with the wrist, getting the top spin.
30.
I'd say this would be her trademark shot, one of her strengths.
She says her forehand is her best shot, and she also says, by her own admission, she's a bit of a chatterbox winner. Like the parting of the Red Sea.
30 all.
Well, this ball's sitting up for Hingis, and both players had to choose where to go. They just picked the wrong way. Hingis waited for them to move.
Oh, 2 drive volleys. I think she had the copyright on that shot before Venus. Karen?
Yeah, I think so too. Doesn't quite hit it with the explosive power of Venus and Serena Williams, but great placement.
Juice.
She likes that shot.
Advantage, lead.
Hingis shaking her head after that serve, thinking, maybe I should have put that one down the middle. Stay away from that forehand that she likes so much.
Break point. Yeah, to get on the board in the second set. Still a long way back. They're down 2 breaks. You will not see a much better point of doubles tennis than that. That was sensational. The break comes, the crowd applauds. Lee and Prakusya are on the board, and let's have a look at this point again in replay. Karen Pratt, that had everything.
It did, and you really got the feeling that Hingis did not want to lose her serve here. She was fighting tooth and nail to stay in that point. This pair just came up with some great shots. And that was the tough nut to crack, the Hingis serve. It's looked unassailable throughout the match until then. So they might be 4-1 down, but they've done a tremendous job breaking the Hingis serve. Now with Prakusya's serve to come.
At this stage, Martina Hingis getting 81% of first serves in. That is the best figure of the 4 players on the court. Prakusya is getting 75% in, but in contrast to her playing partner, who's round about the same figure, Lee's winning 40% of those points. Prakusya is winning about 83% of those points. Lovely setting, isn't it, when it turns from daylight to dusk underneath the lights? It's always so spectacular, and it's even more so when you've got players the calibre of these 2 and indeed these 4.
Love 15. Love 30.
Martina might have been angered a little by that service break. She even gets the wolf whistles when she's doing her shoelaces up.
That's Visser.
Seems slower than 136. That was what was on the gun, and Kournikova just had a lot of time to assess the options. Not a good idea to make Martina mad. All of a sudden, they find themselves down 3 break points. Yes, she was not very happy about that.
New balls.
Be happy about getting it back though, because now all they have to do is serve and hold,
Hingis Kournikova lead by 5 games to 1.
and they'll have the match. They've lost their last 4 service games, the pairing of Lee and Prakusya. Can't do that against these two.
Love 15.
Lee's a tall player. Makes her presence felt around the net. I like the way she closes in for her volleys. Miss-hit winner.
They all
She's
count.
laughing.
They all count.
Love 30.
Didn't sound very good, but it looked all right. As I said, the men's and the women's tour played together, and I think there would have been a few tears if that had been in the later match. Yow!
She's all right. Certainly no malice in that shot.
Breaks of serve all over the place here. The last 4 games have gone against the server.
Hingis Kournikova lead by 5 games to 2.
Janet Lee was a good junior player, number 3 in the world as a junior. Indeed, she was named the Tennis Magazine Junior Player of the Year. Promising player. Singles ranking 79. Which was 3 years ago. Amazing being successful in juniors. It's a big step then to make it in the open ranks. Martina Hingis at the tender age of 12, successful in the juniors, winning the French junior title. She made a very quick transition to open success.
One of Janet Lee's great loves when she gets out on the tour, and a lot of the players do different things. We were talking about the fact that Carlos Moya takes his PlayStation with him everywhere he goes. Well, Janet Lee would be very happy. Well, she'd be happy to take one of those trophies home, but she'd be very happy if you give her a Scrabble board anywhere she goes. She said she'll play anywhere, anytime. Unfortunately for her, her name is not worth too many points. She might get a few more for Kournikova.
Or a partner.
Yes, she'd get plenty for her partner. 4 successive breaks of serve.
$15 love.
First double fault for the match for Janet Lee. Second for the combination. Hingis and Kournikova have not served a double fault throughout this match.
$15-30.
Good work. Hingis picking that one up. Getting it back quite low over the net. Good recovery. Good pickup from Hingis too.
50,
Not missing much
40.
at all.
Well, the question is anyone going to be able to hold serve? And there's that pickup that Karen was speaking about. Rather fashioned a shot there. Lee better hurry up and hold serve because it is match point.
One saved.
One to come.
30, 40.
A long conference. It's do or die here.
Game, set, match. Hingis, Kournikova. She sets full.
54 minutes it took. 6-4, 6-2. A scoreline that most people would have expected. It was a contest though. Lee and Prakusya made a match of it, but in the end, class won out. Hingis and Kournikova in straight sets. Good quality match, Karen. A match of a lot of winners and one particular point that we're going to remember for a while.
Yeah, some great tennis, especially from Martina Hingis. Thought she was the standout player on court. She'll be happy she hasn't played a singles match here yet in Sydney. She had a bye first round as the number 2 seed in the singles, so this is her first outing. And good to see her in such fine form, good touch, moving well.
Now, there's going to be some chaos here in a moment because you can see that both ladies are signing tennis balls, and what they're going to do is they're going to hit these into the crowd. Now, this might be worth watching. Look, everyone's ready. Where are they going to go? There'll be a scamper for that one. Now, there is a very happy souvenir hunter. And they are fighting for them. Well, there you go. Someone's going to have been at the tennis tonight. 4 people are going to have been at the tennis, and they're going to go home and say, there's Anna's and Martina's autograph. What a great keepsake.
Yeah, it's a good souvenir to go home with.
Yeah.
Cause a riot sometimes, though.
Yeah, you made the point that Martina would be very happy getting out there on the court. Even though it is a doubles match, she hasn't played the singles match, but there's nothing like the heat of competition in front of people, match experience, and that is going to do her the world of good. Lee and Prakusya leaving the court after entertaining the crowd with some good tennis, but these are the 2 entertainers that ladies, the people came to see.
Well, I would imagine Hingis would enjoy going out there for a doubles match first to relax and brush off any cobwebs, but there were none tonight.
Well, we're going to hopefully check in with these 2 young ladies who have been laughing and smiling and giggling their way through the match. Victor 6-4, 6-2. They wave to the crowd. They head to the courtside microphone, and they're going to have a word now with Craig Willis here on C7 Sport.
Hours, but sometimes I just love this job. Martina, let me start with you. The old team is back in town, and that was a very convincing win for you both tonight.
Oh, definitely. It's nice to be together. We have played already in the indoor season together. And anyway, it's nice to be back here. And a great crowd today. Thanks for the support.
Anna, you had a very convincing win in the singles out here today, so congratulations on that effort. How important is it to play doubles as far as honing your skills for singles matches?
Well, I think it's very important. Like, you know, Martina got to warm up today after a pretty long break before her singles, before she plays tomorrow. So I think it's good, and it's also great for me, you know, and especially when we're so good together. It's really exciting, and we have a lot of fun.
Okay, now who's the boss? When you get to, I see you get together, the bit of the hand slapping, the hip banging, and everything's lovely. Who runs the show?
She does.
She does. You are in charge.
Well, I tell her what to do. If she can do it, it's fine.
It's fine. You're the boss when it works.
Exactly.
Okay, ladies.
And when we lose, it's my fault.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm not getting into that. Anna, Martina, congratulations on your win tonight. Great to see you here. Martina, good luck tomorrow in the singles.
Yeah, terrific stuff courtside from Craig Willis with the two girls. And that just reinforced what we were talking about, that they have such a good time playing together. And when they look at stats like that and the scoreline, Karen Pratt, they'll be smiling even further.
Hingis and Kournikova very good on first serves in. Individual statistics, Hingis got 81% of her first serves in and won a very high percent, 73% as well. And the team combination percentage is also very, very good. No double faults. And in the winners, Hingis was the one ripping those backhands. Points won at net. Both players very, very good on the Hingis-Kournikova side. Unforced errors, 9 for Hingis and Kournikova, only 6 for Wynne Prakusya. But Hingis made very few errors. It was Kournikova who made some return errors, particularly in that second set. But a terrific match for Martina Hingis. I think she was very, very good out there tonight.
The final scoreline 6-4, 6-2 in favour of Martina and Anna. That's just the start of what is a great night of tennis action here on C7 Sport. When we come back, Andrew Illey lining up against Andy Roddick of the United States.